Appendix 2 survey sent to the skill grant recipient. Survey to the workforce investment boards of receiving the HB1 technical skill training grants. The U.S. Grant General Accounting Office of the agency has requested a study of the HB1 funded the technical skills grant. Technical granting being administered by the Department of Labor Scholarship be administered with the National Science Foundation. As part of the study, surveying the first 43 grant recipients of the H1 technical skill training grants to collect some information on the participation and the type of the being provided by the program's implementation collaboration. The board objective is determined to extend the HB1 technical skill in training grant. The scholarship are being used to develop effective programs that can or are strengthen the skills abilities of American workers in the high skill jobs, particularly in the information and technology industry. You may need to work with other people in an organization or other project partners to complete the survey. The Government Accounting Office will take the step intended to prevent the disclosure of individuals in identifying the data for the survey. In the report, survey will be reported summary from form only, identifying the individuals responding to the survey, identifying the project, and will not be revealed. Please complete a survey returning to Laura Held on Laura Held at gau.gov. It's Laura Held with an L for Laura. All lowercase gau.gov March 8th and complete with the survey of the Word and to save in Word 2000 file in your computer. Complete it and save your response, and then attach it to the return to the email of Laura Head. If any questions concerning the aspects of the survey, please call the Laura Head of the 202-512-8701, and thanks for the advance of your participation. Please enter your name, telephone number, email address, and person completing the questionnaire, and in the event of them, we need to clarify an answer. In the month in which did your organization begin serving individuals? First enrollment start date of the HB1 Technical Skill Grant was 1 of the month and the year. Starting the HB1 Technical Skill Grant, the first enrollment dates. How many participation enrolled in the training fund by your organization HB1 Technical Skill Training Grants between March 1st and 2000, January 31st, 2003. Total number of participations enrolled in HB1 training between March 1st and January 2002. Please provide the following breakdown of the total entered in the A, B, and C entered in the should not edit the total number entered above if it does not if the data is available for the specific category is NA. How many participation in HB1 entered above and completed the entire HB1 training course of the March 1st to January 31st, 2002. Participation included the HB1 training between March 1st and 2000 and January 31st, 2002. How many participations in HB1 entered in or dropped out before completing the HB1 training course? How many participations enrolled in the HB1 training entered in are still training participations and still training? How many participations in HB1 training entered above and waiting for the training to start? What is the gender breakdown on the total number of the participation enrolled in the HB1 between the March 1st, 2000 and January 31st, 2002? Enter the number. The total should enter the number of the participations entered in the first line question to the if they're not available for the specific categories of the enter and not applicable. How many total numbers of participations in HB1 training from March 1st, 2000 and January 31st, 2002 were in following age groups? The age groups for participations were age of 21 and under, participation 22 to 39, participation from 40 to 54, and participation from 50 to 55 to and over. How many participation in HB1 training between the March 1st, March 1st, 2000 and January 31st, 2002 with the following race ethnicity: the participation of American Indian, Alaska Native, participation of Black, African American, non-Hispanic, Black, participation of Asian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Filipino, or Pacific Island, participation of White, non-Hispanic, participation of Spanish, Hispanic origin, or decent any race. Please we use other specifies. 6. Participate in the HB1 role training on the March 1st, 2002 and 2000, January 31st, 2002, received one or more of the following public assistance: temporary assistance needed the families, general assistance, state, local government, and refuge, cash assistance, supplemental security income, or SSI, SSA, title 16. And the participations were receiving public assistance. How many participations enrolled in the HB1 training between March 1st, 2000 and January 31st, 2002 had a physical or mental disability? Participations had a physical or mental disability. How many participation in HB1 training between March 1st and January 31st, 2002? The following employment status at the time of the enrollment. Participations were employed, including part-time participation, were unemployed. If the question uses the term dislocated worker for the purpose of the survey, the dislocated worker individual terminated, laid off, and received notice of termination if employed, but the employer has general announcement the faculty closes within 180 days. And self-employed, unemployed, the general economic conditions of the basic natural district as to displace the homemaker. Those participations entered in the 8 question of the definition of dislocated at the time of the enrollment. Participations were dislocated workers. How many participations in the HB1 training between March 1st and 2000, January 31st, 2002? The highest education attainment, the following educational status at the time of the enrollment. The participations did not have a high school diploma, GED, or the high school certification. Participations had a high school diploma, GED, or high school equivalently. Participation had some college but not a degree. Participation had a 2-year college degree. Participation had a 4-year college degree and had a post-college degree. And a participation HB1 training from March 1st, 2000 to January 31st, 2002 considered underrepresented populations: women's, minorities, prior person by disabilities, old workers. If the participation was considered the underrepresented populations, in this table, the please indicate the following: whether an organization HB1 technical skill training programs offer each type of occupational training as well as the type of not listed for areas training, and it's provided the duration training minimum and maximum. C, the number of the occupations in training for each occupation between 1st and 2000 and January 31st, 2002. The D, the number of enrolled participations that have placed new upgrading in each occupational March 1st to 2000 to January 31st, 2002 as a result. For Part C and D, if not available, enter not applicable and relevant occupational codes. Here you see the breakdown of the computer-related occupations with an occupation training areas. And then Part A, whether your organization does your program train in the following areas? The training offered. B, the training range of the variation occupational areas, minimum, maximum from the training providers. Select NA if not available. If participations enrolled in training occupational areas, number of enrolled participation have been placed in new upgrade positions of occupational area. Here you see all the computer-aided jobs, followed by telecommunications, healthcare, and radiological science objects. Occupations: engineering, manufacturing, advanced manufacturing, electrical engineering, electrical technicians, electrician, machinist, mechanical engineer, micro assembler, millwrights, quality assurance technician, tool setters, and other. Please specify. Please provide total numbers of participations HB1 training between March 1st, 2000, January 31st, 2002 have been placed in the upgraded position as a result of the program participation. Please write the participations that were placed in new and upgraded positions. How many participation in HB1 training between March 1st and 2000 and January 31st, 2002? Increased their wage and salaries and pre-employment wages and salaries as a result of participation, if known, or easier if no data available for not applicable. Participation increased with their wages. 15. If the participation enrolled in HB1 training between March 1st and 2000 and January 31st, 2002 is the following degrees, certification, license, skills, standards, and the result of the program participations attain a 2-year college degree, participations attain a 4-year college degree, participants attain certifications, participations attended licenses, participations attended industrial recognized skills standards. 16. Does your program track other outcomes, custom satisfaction. Less turnover. The employers check one yes, no, or do not know. If you see yes, identify the outcomes being tracked. 17 program implementation collaboration. The organization obtaining the HP1 visa application, identifying high skilled occupations in their shortage in the local market area. Yes, obtained by HB1 visa application and HB1 visa application, but not very successful getting the data. No, well, we did not obtaining the HB1 visa applications. If your organization tried but application did not identify the occupation shortage that was not successful, put box check above. Please check the problems as that arose. Enter the response box below. 18. The following methods of the organization identifying high-skilled occupations within the shortage of local area labor market as a state, regional, local market information. Newspaper want ads express employing hiring demands. Others please specify below. How would you describe current level interest program? Shall the participation potential participation is more interest program the original expected than currently waiting lists that have potential participations away. A level interest that we originally expected filling training position but not waiting list. Enlisted interest program originally accepted but have not been able to file training positions. 20. Please indicate the need of the employers of the high-skilled organization work for the time of the went into effect, the number of the employers and needed in the high-skilled workers in that your organization current works with. Number of the employers when needing the high-skilled workers in organization work within at the time of the grant were in fact the number of the employers needed the high-school workers the organization currently with. If you're following areas, employers participation organization HB1 technical skills training of the grant program, identify the employers upgraded skills to employ to advance the HB1 occupations, provide the job of the HB1 occupation participation during and after training, providing information HB1 skills shortages or other labor shortages local area region, participation in training design and content, providing training in the participation, showing program cost contribution matching funds and other please specify. 22. The program faced with the particular changes in the working and trying to meet the needs of the employer in information technology industry. Yes, no, do not know, or not applicable because the program is not involved with the IT industry. Having the program particular challenges in trying to meet the employers of the high technology industry, such as employer healthcare. Yes, no, or do not know, or do not applicable. The program is not involved in the high technology industries. What role or one-stop at the system and local area have the HB1 Tech Skills Training Program, one-stop operator management, and one HB1 one-stop operator serves the official agent of the HB1 recruiter recipient through the one-stop centers, conduct intake assessments on the one-stop centers, identify job openings and participation with the one-stop centers, matching participation job employers and through the one-stop centers. Others please specify the objective. Specify the box below. Non-applicable one-stop does not have the role HB1 grant. Please indicate the following funding sources as you expect to sustain the HB1 technical skill training between the time frame of the grant. The Workforce and Work Investment Act of the Program funds adult dislocated workers, youth programs, Work Investment Act, Governor's Review, Reserve Fund, other federal programs, grant, state programs, city grant programs, county programs, foundation, HB1 employers, tuition and assistance and admissions. Other please specify below. In order to position with more effective implementation, HB1 technical skill training program. Your option in the most challenging aspect of the implementation of the HB1 Technical Skill Training Program. Do you have recommendation for the national level activities could have an effect efforts for the work investment B, reaching out the HB1 employers, meeting the high school workers, yes or no? If yes, specify. If in additional content suggestion, please space below. Thank you very much for participation. Returning survey to Laura held the GA Gov on March 8th. Appendix 3.